the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give is to Williams. Nice move to pick up yardage. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football and you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Safe completion on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Perdue! He got loose and it was lights out after that. Extra point here will tie the game.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Carr. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Upstairs to make the catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. C.J. Carr firing again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Looking down the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. Here's Carr to throw. Spits it out to the back. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down. And we
got enough space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Perdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready. We're at 18, we're at 18. Ready to go.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. The give is to Williams. Takes it the other way. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Motion from the back. Throwing. Carr. Quick completion on the out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Carr. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. With this running back again, and he his way into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Perdue offense heads back out to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. The keeper on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Play fake. Carr. Here comes the heat. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Mobley. And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. the play fake. Works the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, against the defense.
There's a crease. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it. It's Williams. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Carr on play action. Buying some time. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Fitted in the window for the score. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. Could be an alley. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. The short hands, it's Gibson. Make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The give on the inside. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here they come on 2nd and 3 from the 20. Under fire.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Carr. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab. It's Porter. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Catch in the middle. It's Porter. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Fires complete on the crosser. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Sweet cut there. Oh, maybe some room here. Touchdown, Perdue! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Porter. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Perdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Gets it to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Oh, they're after him.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Throwing Carr. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. That was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And they got him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here's the pressure. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Caught by Williams on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 12 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1.
The Boilermakers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. At the 35, he's got room. Gashing the D on the right. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Irish. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some pop.
Turning it on. The 30. The 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. The returner will field it and bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Running inside, it's Mobley. Made a defender miss. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Carr. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Runs through a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Hebert. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Carr to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Rams him with the stiff arm. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Makes the grab. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Hebert. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing,
got it down the field. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted.
and that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. There's a little room there. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Gibson one more time. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The run inside. It's Mobley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. To the air, it's Hebert. Here's the heat. hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Mobley. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Fires to the middle. He's got it. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Bringing the heat. He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The give on the option. Finds a little space. Lots of running room. The tag. Touchdown, Perdue! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what update do you have for him?
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, this quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400 yards passing, late in the game with this big lead. We're curious to see how long the coaches keep him out there, but from what I can see on the sideline, he wants to continue to play. There is so much momentum and chemistry down here. This offense continues to roll, and it is a blast to watch these guys interact down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to pass. It's Hebert. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He goes right back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Porter. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Finds his tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running inside. It's Williams. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Back to pass. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Perdue offense heads back out to the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
22.
Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to get it himself. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's second and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Rushes on him, and he never had a chance.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. They got it. It's blocked. Scooping up and going the other way. Racing down the left side. At the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop it.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because